I remember, what's his name? Rodney Dangerfield said a great thing to me that I mean, he came to do a Saturday Night Live.
Remind me to show you this picture I have of him.
Of Rodney?
Yeah.
And I'd never met Rodney.
Yeah.
So he came to do Saturday. Well, there's two things that are very funny. One is when we were booking Rodney, like Lauren said, "Oh, Rodney's going to be in town. Put him on Update." He'd always do that.
Yeah.
We'd have to somehow force this person on Update, and we wouldn't know what to do.
But you had respect for him?
Oh, I loved Rodney. Yeah, I loved Rodney. So Jim Downey, who was a great writer and a Harvard, a true intellectual and stuff.
Yeah.
And he, so he's like, "How are we going to do Rodney?" And then so he had an idea where I would go, "Rodney, you've been in the business now 50 years, and how's it going?" He goes, "I got no respect at all." They do a couple of jokes. I go, "I can't believe that. What about certainly your children have respect for you?" He goes, "I don't respect." "Well, what about your bartender?" You know what I mean? And he'd say, "My bartender, he's the guy." I said, "Double. He brought out a guy who looked like me." I go, "I can't believe this. Your own bartender?"
Yeah.
So that was my. We pitch it to Rodney. Daddy pitches to Rodney over the phone, and Rodney goes, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He goes, "Let me talk to Norm, So then he gets on with me. He goes, "Who is this fucking guy?" He goes, "Doesn't he know my whole thing is no respect? This fucking cocksucker thinks So then I told Downey, he said, "Yeah, like Rodney just thinks of a writer as a guy you paid $5 to in the back."
Right.
But anyways, Rodney came to the show, and we have dress rehearsal and then the show. So he's like, "Why do we have to fucking do dress rehearsal?" He goes, I can't do Rodney.
Yeah.
Why do we have to do dress rehearsal? I know my fucking jokes. I just go out. I go, I don't know, Rodney. Like, I don't, you just have to do it. And he goes, fuck, it's shit. He goes, "I tell you, kid," he goes, "it's all waiting, He goes, "Fuck it." He goes, "Movies are shit, all you do is fucking sit in a trailer and wait." He goes, "Fucking TV is shit." He goes, "It's all shit, He goes, "Always remember this." And he like looks me in the eye, right? He goes, "Stand up, man. Stand up's the only thing."
Yeah.
Then there's like a 2-minute pause. He goes, "Stand up's fucking shit." So I'm just alone in a room with him. So I shake his hand.
He's negated the entire world.
Oh, the funniest thing was Josh. Josh was with us.
Yeah.
Was an intern at Saturday Night Live. So I guess I have a bit of cruelty sometimes in me. But Josh would always tell this joke to me, and I got him to tell this joke to everybody because I thought it was funny.
Yeah. And
he'd say, Josh, this is how he talks. He's right here. But, he would go, "There's two gay guys, and one of the gay guys goes to the other gay guy, 'I have a new game for you, hide and seek. I'll hide, you try to find me. And if you find me, you get to fuck my ass. I'll be behind the couch." So was this retarded joke and shit? So I'd make him tell everyone.
Yeah.
So then do you remember I made you tell Rodney?
Yeah.
So it was the greatest moment. Fucking Rodney, we're stuck in this real narrow hallways of SNL. Rodney, is standing there all curmudgeonly.
And he's like twitching, and moving around,
exactly.
Rocking.
It's like, "Oh, you got to hear this joke." And so then Josh stumbles through the joke, and at the end, Rodney looks at him and he goes, "I tell you, kid, I'm not much for jokes." I love it. Got most of our jokes in the history of ever.
Well, yeah, I remember the weird thing about Rodney. Like, I never really met him, but I was.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
How'd you not meet him?
Well, I mean, because I wasn't an established comic, really, and I worked the door at the store, and he came on once. Yeah. And I used to see him around a bit, but what broke my heart was this weird. They did this roast of him, or a tribute at the Aspen Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
And then the dudes that they got on, it was like Paul Rodriguez, I think Saget was there, and there were like 3 or 4 other guys. And I had this weird moment where I realized that he was sort of a marginal character within his own generation of comics.
Right.
Like he was so depressed and miserable.
Truly, apparently.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I just had this moment where I realized, oh my God, he's like a lone wolf. Like he's got, his peers aren't even, they couldn't get anyone else to fly in and show some fucking love.
I never thought of that. Right. Like the older guys.
Right. We're the dudes of his generation. Then you start to realize you never see him on the roast or anything, that he must have been this lone fucking wolf out there just with his own misery.
Yeah.
And that thing Carl LeBeau said was, that's the best thing I ever heard was, I had LeBeau in here. And Rodney, took a liking to Kennison, and
Sure.
LeBeau was,
Sure.
Sam's best friend. And I remember Rodney used to call Kennison this is before he was on medication, because I think the last decade of his life he was medicated, and I think he had some peace. But But apparently, he like Kennison had been up for 2 days, and was doing the Kennison thing, and like just sitting there, and Rodney walked in and said, "Oh, look at little Nero."
Yeah, Rodney
He's fucking.
He just
sharp,
seen it
dude.
all. He just seen it all. I remember, like, I'm always amazed at guys. It's not, I don't know if it's admirable or not, but, cause I quit drugs when I was 10 or some fucking thing. I got scared immediately. You know what I mean? This guy.
What drug did you do that, made
I'm exaggerating, but
Yeah.
when I was very, very young, I got very frightened very quickly. And, but I'm always like, with those old guys, I go, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, how many, you went through all those, coke, where you think you're going to die and shit, and you're still doing it? Like, it was always amazing.
With him, he had a hell of a constitution to put himself through that.
I remember Saget told me one time, remember when he had a heart attack and a brain fucking aneurysm at the same time or something. He was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And he just left,
Pulled the thing out.
Yeah,
and
he just
fuck it.
fucking went to the comedy club. So Saget said he walked in. This was 2 days earlier. He had been in this major operation, and he said he saw Rodney with two like hookers, and Rodney was waiting for Ron Jeremy to show up. This was 2 days after the.
And he's 70.
And he's 70. So then Saget said to him, he said, Rodney, he goes, how are you doing? And he said, Rodney said to him, how am I doing? He goes, I'm with two whores. I'm waiting for a guy who can suck his own dick. How you doing?